All right, y'all, welcome back to another video. I wanted to do just like a deadlift day because I had a short that I posted that a whole bunch of y'all ended up subscribing from, so it seems like there's interest in the deadlift ladder. So I'm going to show you all that today. All I'm doing right now is just warming up my hip joint, kind of working the hamstring down as well, just as a byproduct of the leg swings. And this is a dieted deadlift for me, so I'm just over a week into my deficit now. I've already lost just about 10 pounds and just want to keep some heavy weight in. So I'm going to get up to right around 545 today. And the idea behind this, I think a lot of people get this wrong. You want to keep some heavy work in, especially your your powerlifting program. When you're dieted, you're just going to have such a hard time coming back up to your 1 rep max if you don't keep anything even close to that. So if I remember correctly, I'd have to calculate it, but I'm pretty sure this is about 90% of my 1 rep max, which I get up today. To be honest, it's not difficult. I'm not fighting for my life or anything like that. What's cool about these is I can also slow down and kind of just focus on form correction, look back, critique little things that I'm doing, and I really think that this is important. So I'm not trying to set any new numbers here. I'm just trying to maintain the strength that I already have. And the past few diets that I've done, I've had really good luck with. So the last diet I did, this is basically as heavy as I got. I got up to 545 3 or 4 times during that diet over 10 weeks. And it was amazing because when I got out of the diet, I wasn't starting back, 400 or something. I already had the nervous system primed for all of that, and it's just, I can't recommend this enough. If you can keep this going and your back isn't giving you any issues, you're not having any joint pain, I really feel like this is the way to go. And I'm always doing plate jumps here. I know some people like to do smaller increments. I feel like plate jumps are the right way to do it. And you'll notice I'm not really using a belt on any of these. So I've got 4 plates on the bar right now. My bad. Looks like I've got 3 plates. Yeah, that's 3 plates. So I've been basically phasing out the belt unintentionally. So what I was doing in the past is I would throw the belt on with anything over 405. So that's what's going on right now. And I just noticed, even if I didn't eat, even if I, loosen my belt up, if the belt's actually helping me, I'm getting pretty nauseous just from the pressure. Not bad for like singles or doubles, but just anything over like 3 or 4 reps, I really didn't like how the belt was making me feel. And I didn't notice like a drop in strength. So to be completely honest, I don't feel like the belt helps a whole lot. I will put it on for heavy singles still, just as kind of a habit. So when I pulled, 600 the other day, I did put the belt on, and that's just part of my routine. It feels right. I feel like I'm locked in. But for stuff like this, where I'm not even getting close to a 1 rep max, I don't feel like it's necessary. And then another thing too is you'll notice, I believe after this, I start putting straps on. If you actually look at this, this is going to be a double here. My grip in my right hand is actually worse than my left. And the first one goes good. The second rep, my thumb actually slips. I don't know if you can see that, but I was basically holding it like an orangutan or something. But yeah, I start putting straps on just when grip becomes an issue. And the idea behind this is I think a lot of powerlifters are wanting to make sure that grip isn't their limiting factor, and I think that's just the incorrect mentality to have. So for me, when I'm pulling 600, I would rather save my hands and not rip the calluses off than basically have my grip be a limiting factor. And what people don't realize, and I think people forget this, grip training is its own thing. So what I will do if I've got a competition coming up where I can't train without straps, I will basically set up my 1 rep max or something close to it in the squat rack. Like I'm going to do a rack pull, and I will do timed holds basically. So if I put, let's say I put 600 in the rack, I'm going to do, 1 or 2 second holds and then basically just go until I can't hold it anymore. And each week, the idea is that I add more time to that hold, and that's how I do grip training. So that's its own thing. I don't think that deadlifts, like, if grip is your limiting factor on deadlifts and you're not progressing, I think you're missing the point of deadlifts. Same with like back training in general, but deadlifts especially. I think a lot of power lifters don't want to use straps if they're competing, but it's not a problem, I promise. So yeah, this moved really good. I think I'm going for a double here. Yep, hit it for a double. I'm recording this at the morning after I did the workout, so I don't remember everything that was going on. But yeah, it moved really good. It's cool. Like, one of my favorite things about going on a diet like this is I can actually maintain all that strength, but then I'm also getting lighter. So I'm literally lighter and stronger. That's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that progression. So I'm about to put some quarters on here. Yeah, we're going to do our final pull for the day. This was not a volume day. So I talked about it a little bit in my squat video. But I'd taken almost a month off of deadlifts. And the reason I was doing that was because I was really trying to focus on squat volume, so that they kind of interfere with each other. If you're doing a lot of deadlift volume, it's harder to do squat volume, and vice versa. So I basically was just really taking it pretty aggressive with the squats. So I was doing squats every week, really heavy. And to be honest, I probably didn't need to do that. But what's really cool is this is the first time I've picked up anything over 500 in a month, and it moved really good. So you'll see on this deadlift, I'm really focusing on the lockout. So I have an issue with my knees unlocking at the top. I'm not totally sure why, but you'll notice when I pull this, it moves really good. I get to the top, and then I kind of have to think and push my knees back and lock it all. So that's the lockout I'm looking for. But great little deadlift day. That was all that I did, and then I did some calves and some hamstring curls. I appreciate you guys watching.